Let's get it, team. This is my Dreamville Fest 2023 vlog. I had varsity level VIP tickets. I want to walk you through my 2-day experience. If you're looking for an overall review on all things Dreamville Fest, check out the other video on my channel. This is day one, us walking to get to the actual area in Raleigh, North Carolina. Did have bathroom setups around NC State's campus. It was a beautiful day in April 2023, and I was just so excited to be there. It's us walking in to the entrance. We did have VIP level tickets. As you can see, there was a lot of people on day one, but bro, day two had 3 times as many people. So I'm so glad we have VIP tickets. In order to enter and exit the festival, you had to use your wristband. So you scanned it here and you were able to walk in. There were 2 stages, the Shine stage and the Rise stage. If you're a J. Cole fan, you know he had a song called Rise and Shine on his first album. So that's a nod to that. I was so impressed by the vendors, Bacardi, Google. I mean, you name it, were a part of this experience. And again, it was amazing to be there. The merch setup, that's where we really started on day one. We wanted to make sure we got some of the merch. The merch was fire, bro. Fire. And if you couldn't get it, if it was out of stock, you could order it there and they would ship it to your house, which was so dope. Here's the VIP entrance to the Rise section. You have to scan your wristband in order to enter. So do not lose that wristband, bro. You have to have it. First act that we saw was Earth Gang. They did their thing on the Rise stage. It did kind of have some sound issues, but we did enjoy just seeing them as a Dreamville artist. Then we went over to the Shine VIP stage area. As you'll see, there's much more stuff on the Shine side. The Rise side really just had a bar area, but there was no food. So we spent the majority of our time on the Shine side. He even had a basketball setup, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. But yo, in the Shine section, make sure you go get your merch. As a VIP guest, there's free merch you get. You get a bag, you get a hat, and some other things. So make sure you check that out. The bathrooms were AC, and definitely something that was much needed throughout the experience. Yo, Sean Paul, just give me the light. Super OG did his thing. It was really dope. I was just waiting for that one song. Another thing we did is looked at the list of acts each day, and we came up with a strategy because we knew we could not see everybody, and we organized our day around that. This is over in the Shine section. They had cabanas, seating, and so many food vendors. It was just really a dope vibe. I wish they had that similar experience on the Rise side. We even watched the Final Four, bro. Like, so J. Cole, like, in between acts, we're literally watching the Final Four. And there was actually a buzzer beater one of the games, man. So it was dope to have that experience. This is one of the local food vendors there. Just got a Philly cheesesteak. It hit the spot before we got to the main event of day one. And that was the one and only Usher. I'm a huge Usher fan. He's been doing this thing out in Vegas. When I tell you, this was a master class on how to perform. The live band, the dance moves. It's just truly a legend. And you knew he was going to bring it. The crowd was going crazy. Just the stage presence, the way he went through most of his catalog. The only thing that I would critique about it, he didn't do You Got It Bad. That's my joint. Like, high school, that song, I'm telling you, but the ability to dance and to sing at the same time and hit every note, I feel like we take it for granted because it's not something that's very common. Wayy spinning, did his thing, all the fellas singing, ladies going crazy. And just to be in the presence of greatness, someone that truly masters their craft. I mean, he went back to I Need a Girl, the remix. Yeah. He has so many hits, man. So highly recommend it. I gotta see him in Vegas. But this was the let out, man. When I tell you, we all had to exit one way, and it was crazy. It took us hours to get back to the parking deck, but it was worth it to see Usher on day one of Dreamville Fest. But that walk back to get to the parking lot, then it took another few hours to get home. All right, day two, another beautiful day in Raleigh. A pro tip, do not Uber or Lyft during Dreamville Fest. They were like $200 each way. Get a parking pass. You can prepay for parking. That's one of the parking decks And that was a major key for us. Day two, you're going to see it. So many different people from all over the world. They were estimating it was going to be about 50 to 80,000 people in Raleigh. At NC State, you literally had signage everywhere, but you can see a huge increase in people. And a lot of it because on day one, there was some storms. So I think people were just delayed in terms of flights. But yo, again, do not alter your band. My homeboy ended up having to buy another, I think it was like 20 bucks. Another pro tip, bring a blanket. I've never been to a festival. I know that now because there wasn't a lot of seating. So if you didn't have a blanket, I mean, you're really standing and walking around. Mario was on set right there performing Let Me Love You. Banger, did his thing. Um, I'm going back to these restrooms, but I was so impressed. AC, no issues. I'll take it. But yo, of all the performers, Waka Flocka Flame had the highest. Look at the crowd. He had the highest energy. Girl, when he did that joint, moving when you're down, I was like, come on, man. 2010, 2011, when he did Round of Applause, like, hard in the paint. His homeboy was in the crowd, but he had the best energy. The only other actor I would say was up there was City Girls. I had the loudest applause. We were waiting to make sure that we could see Drake and J. Cole, but the City Girls did their thing. Waka Flocka Flame, again, the energy at an all-time high, and it was just so dope. Let's go. Look how many people, bro. Day two, if you look at day one versus day two, it's like three times as many people. So make sure you, again, bring a blanket. The lines to get food started to get long. But again, we had a strategy. We knew we needed to see Drake and J. Cole. That was the play. Now, this is also, I think, the best example of why it's important to get VIP tickets. How I got tickets and all that, again, it's in my other video, my Dreamville review. Make sure you check that out next. But that's the general admission area. This is the rise area. We literally could walk straight up to the stage, and you're right there with the artist. Day two was really all about Dreamville artists. And again, let's see J. Cole and Drake. Bas did his thing. Every Dreamville artist, their stage presence, how they approached it. And Bas even said that the thing he loved about Dreamville Fest is like it's a family reunion for all Dreamville artists. And you could feel that vibe. He really did his thing. The crowd knew every word. He even hinted at some new music and just previewed a new track for his upcoming album. But again, VIP is the way to go because you're able to have the best experience and get as close to the artist as possible. So I highly recommend. And if you need to know how to get tickets, again, check out my Dreamville review, y'all. I really went in detail on how I got tickets. Look at how many people here on day two, bro. Crazy. The food, I will say, was hit or miss. I didn't get a chance to try many of the different vendors. I ate before I went there, so I wasn't really starving. I was on a mission. Jid, a Dreamville artist, stage presence, having day one fans. He would say, let me see who in the audience. Let me see. He did stick, had to do that. But I was just really impressed. This was my first time seeing him perform. Obviously, I've heard his music, but seeing him live, just extremely, extremely talented. Now, I had the varsity level tickets. There is one more level, the MVP, and this is the lounge. It's to the right of the Shine stage. I candidly don't think it's worth it. Summer Walker, she did her thing, but after Summer Walker was J. Cole and Drake. Check out my review on the Dreamville Fest. I break down our strategy to make sure we were as close as possible. But this is it, y'all. This is who we came to see. The one and only Jermaine Cole, J. Cole from North Carolina, Vietnam. Like, I've seen J. Cole several times. The last time I saw him perform was during the For Your Eyes Only tour. I have floor seats for that incredible experience. I will say that with Dreamville Fest, because he knew Drake was coming next, he came out swinging. Came out to Who Dat, and just started spitting bars after bars. His audio quality was there. He kept talking to the audio man, hey, my boy, turn me up, to make sure he was good, but he was just going so hard. He did 95 South. I mean, but the way he came out and just the love, because he knew Drake was up next, he wanted to make sure that you saw the very best of J. Cole, and you could just feel the energy. Before J. Cole came up, we were waiting for a long time. But when he said Dreamville, we did not care about that 2.5 hour wait. We were watching J. Cole in Raleigh, North Carolina, tear down that stage, and it was beautiful. This is when he did 95 South, but he also, bro, if you a Cole fan, Villmatic, a joint off of Friday Night Lights, he did that verse, and then he flipped it into the Johnny Peace Caddy. Like, it was one of the best transitions I've ever seen. The only other person that I've seen do that flip was Jay-Z when I saw him in NOLA in 2019 when he flipped it from Song Cry to 444. But when I tell you J. Cole was legendary, that he was locked in, it's just an understatement. He was just spitting so crazy. So the crowd was going crazy. Everyone obviously knew every single word because this is J. Cole. And again, he knew Drake was coming up next, and he gave us everything. Dreamville, the whole squad pulled up, and they had to do stick. And Cole really just wanted to get his verse off. But it was like the Golden State Warriors. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. Just the energy, the camaraderie between all the different artists on stage, and just to see them all together, it felt like a family reunion. Like, nah, and then Cole wanted to make sure, like, he did Under the Sun. He wanted Luke to get his verse off. Like, it's just dope to see the leader of Dreamville Records bring all his squad on the stage, and everybody got their shine, and everyone was happy when each artist had a chance to do their verse. So it was just beautiful to watch. And again, I'm born and raised in North Carolina, so this is special to see J. Cole do his thing. He had to do Love Yours. He always talks about, at every show I've seen J. Cole, like, this is one of the most important songs. He loves performing this song. He takes his time performing this song. He's not rushing at all. And you look at his expression. You can tell that, like, this was the moment he was waiting for through the whole Dreamville Fest experience, to perform this song and just to be there in the moment and to have this footage of him performing a song just so powerful, bruh. And then Drizzy Drake pulled up, North Carolina. His voice is so distinct. I've never seen Drake perform, so I was really just trying to see, like, okay, obviously I follow his music the last 10 years or so. Let me see what is it going to be like. And incredible performer. Incredible performer. The ability to sing and rap. And the thing about Drake, he was like, yo, I haven't been to North Carolina since CIAA and 10 years ago. And, so I got some special things up my sleeve. Y'all want me to bring it? And he kept bringing out more artists. Lil Uzi Vert did his thing. And just being able to see him, do his signature dance, and everyone going crazy because we're like, yo, we good. We got J. Cole and Drake. We straight. And for him to bring out others is crazy. But this right here, yo, when he brought out Lil Wayne, I'm 6'3". I saw Wayne walking from behind that mist that you see. I was like, yo, Wayne here. They're like, nah, man, you crazy. Like, bro, I see Lil Wayne. Bro, when he pulled up and did his verse on Motto, it was over. Everybody went crazy. He did Can't Nobody. And I believe he did a Millie. Started doing his verse, and it was over. Like, we had high expectations, but when Drake brings out Lil Wayne and Wayne has a set, I mean, you talking about one of the GOATs, one of the all-time greats. You got J. Cole, Drake, and Lil Wayne in Raleigh, North Carolina in April, bro. Like, that never happens. And it probably never will happen again. So to be there, crazy. Yo, the whole time I was telling my section, when we were waiting for them to come on, I said 21 is going to pull up. And he's going to do 21. Can you do something for me? When he did that, this is them performing that, man. When I tell you the crowd went, okay, Yellow Diamond Zip, man, come on, man. I was going crazy, man. That track, on that album, it's just to see it live, it doesn't get any better. Everybody was just so chill. The vibe. This is them starting the song. Come on, man. 21. And then at the end, Drake had everyone sing Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Cole just like, man, me? Yeah, bro. Yeah, big bro. And he had to close it out with no role. He was like, man, I don't know how am I going to close this out. No role models. And this is a moment, fireworks to set it off in Raleigh, North Carolina. J. Cole said, I asked Drake to pull up a year ago, and he did it. He did it, y'all. Y'all got to go to Dreamville Fest 2024. Check out my Dreamville Fest review on all things this experience. The let out was even wilder on day 2. Again, we had to all walk the same way. 3 times as many people. It took forever to get out of that parking lot. But would I do it again? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll see y'all in 2024.